Greetings, everyone. My name is Denise Camille. I am a mental nutritionist, holistic counselor. Welcome. So, tonight's topic is what about Hue? Hue. So, those that know me know that I always address us as people as human. Hueman. Knowing that we come in all different shades, all different colors, all different pigments, all different characterizations, of beauty. Knowing that we are all here to be unique. So tonight's topic is what about Hue? I like to play on words because, again, as we know, words can be a spell that we're casting on ourselves or casting on others around us, whether it be based on judgment, biases, past experiences, triggers. Sometimes we forget, what about Hue? What about us? What about me? What about you? Um, Today I have a kind of a heavy heart because we as individuals sometimes forget about ourselves, whether it be in our daily lives, in relationships with our partners, or relationships with our parents, or relationships with our children, or relationships with our friends. The list can go on and on. Our coworkers, our pets, companions, relationships in general. We tend to put ourselves last. And we don't ever ask ourselves, well, what about me? What about Hue? As I look at my Hue, I love my Hue. I have a nice brown complexion, a nice brown pigmentation. My Hue accentuates my characteristics of Denise Camille. It identifies my uniqueness. It identifies why I am here to be on call and be that vessel for the universe, to fulfill my purpose, to be on the path to my destiny. I ask, what about Hue? As individuals, we tend to just not even want to get to the real Hue of ourselves. Because, like I stated earlier, we are so busy, wrapped up, and caught up in loving others or producing energy sometimes that we don't even have to give to others. And those others are those that we invest in, those that we put our time in, those that we're willing to be a part of. We're catering to their hues, their different colors, whether it be their moods, whether it be their energy, whether it be their triggers, their experiences. We're catering to their hues. So when we ask, what about Hue? We have to always recognize that it's priority me first. So let's get into that a little bit. So a lot of people always talk about self-care, right? Self-care, what does that look like? For women, some people could say self-care may mean going to the nail salon, getting our hair done at the shop, getting our feet done, getting a massage. Those are ways of self-care. Yet, what I always encourage is taking at least a moment of time, if it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour even, out of 24 hours out of a day, to address self. Sitting in the stillness of your thoughts, whether it be journaling, Writing out your thoughts in the morning or in the evening, depends on if you're a night crawler or if you're an early bird. Whichever is more effective for you to have that time alone before the day gets started or before the day closes. Being able to sit in that stillness of your thoughts. Being able to just be one with yourself. Even recognizing, sometimes we say, well, I don't have that time. When I come home, I do this, I do that. Some people still watch television. If you still do that, take some time from there and still sit with the stillness. Because the stillness actually activates a lot of that inner peace. It activates the inner voices within us that most times we're not listening to because we're catered to listen to the outside voices outside of our head. We've been taught to cater to those voices. We've been taught to put ourselves last. We've been taught to love on everyone else first and then sacrifice yourself on your own altar for the glory of someone else to say, well done. So I go back to the what about you? Anyone I come in contact with, especially parents, as I'm a parent myself, I always say, me first. And it's not like an ego, me first. No, me first. It's a me first. Like, if I can't take care of me, who is going to be able to take care of my children? What example am I setting? Am I setting burning yourself out and then crash on the bed sometimes with your work clothes on? Am I setting, still cooking dinner, still in your work clothes, not taking time to breathe and just release the work day? Or am I setting to them, take time for you? Take a day out of the month, a personal day. Coach your mind to say it's okay. It's okay to breathe. It's okay to be where you are. It's okay to be patient with yourself. Whenever you're ready, Denise. You can put in your name. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you are ready. It is okay. Because we're not taught how adulting could look. We're not taught that the hue that we embody, that we are in, actually assists and may guide and may redirect our path. Yet, as long as we know that we're taking care of ourselves first, everything in our path will align. Once we learn how to focus on our breathing, once we learn to focus on our breathing, we can then move forward with one step at a time. So take the time to assess your hue. Take the time to assess your breathing. Take the time to assess that self-care. And I know I kind of rambled on about the self-care on the negative side, yet the other options for self-care could be reading a book. Some of us are avid readers. They could be taking a bath or just soaking and releasing it at nighttime. I mentioned the journaling. It could be journaling, whether in the morning or in the evening. Journaling, just releasing. The main thing is to release. Release your thoughts. Release those emotions. Release the mindsets of others that are potentially judgmental to your growth. I always say growth is knowing what you don't want. Because most of our experiences and our traumas trigger us to put up that barricade of, I'm not going there with you. Or I'm not going there, period. Or if we don't even say it, we block our throat chakras. And we're not speaking our truth. So even going back to what about hue, it's definitely addressing your hue, your innovation in your color, your creation, your pigmentation, recognizing I am enough. I am unique. I am here for a purpose. I am here to provide my destiny. With that being said, my name is Denise Camille, mental nutritionist. I'm here to nurture nutrients for your mind. I'm a holistic counselor. I can be reached 678-667-4081. Set up a session. Or you can find me on denisecamille.com, www.deniece-camille.com, or on Instagram, Denise Camille Cares, or on Facebook, Denise Camille Cares. Give thanks. Peace.